The history of the Pope, from St. Peter to modern times, from ancient martyrdom to global influence, the Pope is one of the most powerful religious figures in the world. But behind the golden robes and sacred rites lies a story filled with inspiration, controversy, and transformation. Today we explore the epic and sometimes dark in history of the papacy. Origins of the papacy. The story begins with St. Peter, a fisherman turned apostle. Regarded by Catholics as the first pope, Peter was said to have been appointed by Jesus himself. Peter was martyred in Rome around 64 AD, and every pope since is considered his spiritual successor. The rise of papal power following the legalization of Christianity in 313 AD, popes gained influence rapidly. By the time of Pope Leo the Great in the 5th century, the papacy had become both a spiritual beacon and a diplomatic force. Medieval might. The medieval era saw the Pope at the center of Christendom. From launching the Crusades to crowning emperors, popes wielded power over kings. But power, as history shows, comes with a price. The dark side of the papacy. While many popes lived humbly and served faithfully, others left a stain on church history. The papacy has seen its share of corruption, nepotism, and scandal. The Borgia popes' few names are as infamous as Pope Alexander VI, born Rodrigo Borgia. His papacy in the late 15th century was riddled with accusations of bribery, adultery, and even murder. He used the church's wealth to enrich his children and forge political alliances through strategic marriages. The pornocracy. In the 900s, a period known as the pornocracy or rule of the harlots saw popes heavily influenced, even controlled, by corrupt Roman noblewomen and their families. Violence, simony, and moral decay ran rampant. Inquisition and heresy trials. Beginning in the 12th century, the Inquisition was established to root out heresy. Though intended to protect doctrine, it often used torture, secret trials, and executions. Thousands suffered, some for mere theological disagreements. Selling indulgences. By the 16th century, popes sanctioned the sale of indulgences, payments in exchange for forgiveness of sins. This practice, seen as spiritual exploitation, triggered the Protestant Reformation, cover-ups in the modern era. In recent decades, the Church has faced grave allegations of child abuse and systemic cover-ups involving bishops and even Vatican officials. While Pope Benedict XVI and Pope Francis have acknowledged and addressed the crisis, many critics argue that justice has been slow and incomplete. Modern papacy and reform. Despite its troubled chapters, the modern papacy has sought to reform. Vatican II modernized Catholic liturgy, encouraged dialogue with other religions, and embraced science and reason. Pope John Paul II was a moral force during the Cold War, while Pope Francis has prioritized humility, environmental justice, and outreach to the poor. The Pope today. Today, the Pope remains a spiritual leader for over 1.3 billion people, but also a global voice on peace, poverty, and human dignity. In an age of skepticism and division, the Pope's influence, whether spiritual, moral, or symbolic, continues to shape our world. The history of the Pope is not a tale of perfection, but of perseverance, a mirror of human nature within the walls of faith. It is filled with saints and sinners, glory and shame, darkness and light. If you found this journey through history thought-provoking, give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay curious.